For fight fans, there's a very intriguing boxing match going down on Boxing Day, aka the day after Christmas, an undisputed junior featherweight showdown between Naoya Inoue and Marlon Tapales in Japan. Curran Bhatia will be on the call for the top-ranked bout, streaming exclusively in the United States on ESPN+. And he joins me now in studio. Curran, what's going on, man?
Dexter, always a pleasure to join you.
Yes.
We got a historic bout coming up in the super bantamweight division. Naoya Inoue versus Marlon Tapales. I'll be on the call. I'm excited to chat with you about it.
Well, that's why I'm glad I had you here, because we talk boxing. We've talked a lot of boxing before, but it's very rare we get somebody who's actually on the call. We'll be calling this match. You do such a great job with play-by-play and hosting for boxing, so I'm just glad to have you here again. Always, it's good to have you here, man. It's good, but Curran, for the casual American boxing fan, right, who doesn't know Inoue, and Inoue is known as the Monster, love that nickname. What makes him so special as a fighter? In your eyes, what makes him so unique and so special?
Well, first of all, we got two great nicknames in this matchup. We have Naoya Inoue, who you said is the Monster. He's taking on Marlon Tapales. His nickname, the Nightmare. So you have the Monster versus the Nightmare. What makes Naoya Inoue so special? He has everything. He's only 30 years old, 25 wins, 22 of those by knockout. He's got power. He's got speed. It's almost like in baseball. You know, you say five-tool player. He's got it all. He's got it all. He's got charisma. He's actually battled through adversity as well. In a previous fight, he actually fractured his orbital bone, still got the win. So he's one of the most impressive fighters in boxing. He was undisputed at bantamweight. Now he's challenging himself and going for a second undisputed title, and this is going to be at super bantamweight. And that's only been done by one man before. That's only been done by Terrence Crawford. So Naoya Inoue is attempting history, but standing in his way is Marlon Tapales. And we don't want to put anything negative on Marlon Tapales. This is also his shot for a chance at glory. Marlon Tapales is also a two-belt champion. They're both two-belt champions coming together for an undisputed title. This is what we want in boxing, the best fighting the best.
This is what we want. You want to see those fights made, and you're getting it here for this fight. You kind of mentioned this about Inoue, undefeated, 22 knockouts, which is really impressive, attempting to become only the second man, as Curran mentioned, following Terrence Crawford, become a two-weight undisputed champion in the four-belt era. When you look at this fight, you know, I think what's intriguing for the boxing fan, the question that's on everybody's mind is, can he make history on Boxing Day? Do you see this happening for him?
Can he make history? Of course he can. I mean, Inoue is a big favorite, minus 1,600 in some places, even up to minus 2,000 in others. But here's the thing. That's why they fight the fights. Boxing is known as the theater of the unexpected. You never know what is going to happen. And so, you know, Marlon Tapales is coming in. He's no slouch. He's got two belts in this division as well, just like Inoue. So they're both coming in with two belts. They're coming to unify and become undisputed. The winner will be an undisputed champion. The difference is for Inoue, this is going to be his second weight class doing that, and that's the rarefied air. That's the historical part of it. So certainly, absolutely, can it happen? Definitely. But we don't want to say that this isn't a competitive matchup. This is a very competitive matchup between two champions that are coming together here. So a chance for history is certainly possible, and it's going to be historical either way, because an undisputed champion will be crowned at super bantamweight.
Yeah, and that's always good, and you want to see that in the sport of boxing. And we don't want to overlook Marlon Tapales here, and we don't want to do that in any fight. And his opponent, Inoue's opponent, Marlon Tapales, 15-year pro, right? Yep. Ton of experience. When you look at his style, the way he fights, does he have a real chance to pull the upset here?
Marlon Tapales, of course, has a chance to pull the upset, just like anyone does, right? Puncher's chance. He's a southpaw from the Philippines. He's a champion in his own right. And if you look at Marlon Tapales' recent fight, he was the underdog against MJ Akhmadaliev. And everyone thought that most likely Akhmadaliev was going to win. Enter Marlon Tapales, and he was able to get the upset. So he's riding high off knowing that he's been the underdog before. He's been able to get the upset, and that's what he's going to be looking to do on December 26th. He's going to be looking to have that underdog role. He even said in his own, he said, I want this fight to go 12 rounds. So many times, Dexter, in boxing, fighters make a prediction. Usually it's, I'll knock him out in the first round. I'll knock him out early, right? Tapales said, I want to enjoy this challenge. I want to go 12 rounds with the Monster. I want to enjoy this opportunity. And that's his mindset. He likes being the underdog. He's traveling to Japan, to Inoue's home, for this opportunity as the underdog, and that's why they fight.
Yeah, you don't hear that too often, where people are like, hey, I want to go 12 rounds with this guy. I want the whole experience. You don't really hear that. Last thing for me, Curran, I got to ask you this. As a play-by-play announcer, how excited are you for this experience to be calling this fight, and what do you think this fight can mean for the sport of boxing? How important is this fight at this time for the sport of boxing?
I'm very excited to be calling this fight. I'll be doing play-by-play, like you mentioned, for the broadcast on ESPN+. And this is such a historical, important fight that I can't wait for it to happen. The one thing about Inoue, right, if you're going to boil it down to a couple words, uncommon dominance. What this guy has done in the ring is absolutely incredible. He's one of the top fighters of this era, right on the top of that pound-for-pound list. Him and Terrence Crawford are right up there. And he's just a special, special talent. And you have a hungry underdog on the other side, Marlon Tapales. And I keep going back to this. This is two guys with two belts coming together, the best fighting the best. This is what we always wanted in boxing. The one thing that's maddening in boxing, we're not seeing the best fighting the best. Well, now we're getting two belts versus two belts. We're getting a unification, undisputed status. It's everything that you could ever want. It's coming up on ESPN Plus Tuesday, December 26th. It's going to be, the card itself starts at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, the main event around 5 a.m. Eastern Time. So, Dexter, you, everyone else, get your coffee out, wake up early on Tuesday, and watch a historical matchup in the super bantamweight division.
Yeah, it's a historical matchup. Everybody should get up and watch it. I told Curran I'm going to try, because he's my guy. I'm going to try to get up and watch it. I'm going to attempt to do it. It's a great matchup on Boxing Day. Curran will have the call. Hopefully everybody watches that. I'm intrigued to see how this all plays out. And I think, you know, for Inoue, one of the great talents in this sport, and maybe get some more eyeballs here in the States that he normally doesn't get. Curran, thank you, man. Always good to have you here, and good luck on the fight. I know you will do your thing. You will do very well, and we'll talk again soon.
Dexter, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.